start building in the areas. Because it just does all of it.
It just started like yesterday, and I thought, now I know what it is, because I allowed it to get bad.
Yeah, and I mean, you can just do like tracing on the letter, but the main thing is try to make sure you have E, C, D,
Okay.
E, and just go through the whole alphabet. And you see, I mean, it makes you move.
I knew I needed to do something, like I've been doing this.
Yeah, that doesn't.
I didn't learn that muscle.
Yeah, that does. This works the origin area, but it doesn't actually work in the muscle. So that, but this does all of it.
Moving on, that's what I knew I needed more.
Yeah,
Just
the alphabet. All right.
I love that color.
Thank you. It's one of my favorite. I love as you know. Well, purple, green, and first she loves purple and teal. All right. So I copied it down because I didn't want to forget, because I will forget because it's step by step.
And this is just our reference.
Yeah, that's the reference to my reference. Okay, so the main thing is it takes about 20 to 30 minutes. It may take a little bit longer. And you want to do it like when I was really coughed up and really stuffed up, she told me to do it about 3 times in a row. And then she told me to do it 3 times a day and then slowly back off as I started feeling better. And then you can just kind of run through it and do it as a checkup. Right. Kleenexes. Because you're going to probably need Kleenex.
I didn't bring it all, but I will.
No, I have both. And I had it, where did I put it? I put it over here.
Well, my face is so lovely.
But this is from one of my clients, and one of the good things about it is it has a lot of spices in it, a lot of things. So you just want just a little drop.
And what I do on the whole face.
Just your fingers. Just because you're gonna put it on your face. So
It's interesting. It is. I smell smoky.
yeah,
It smells like a cool paprika.
yeah, it's got okay, so you just rub a little bit on your fingers. All right, so start with, I'm gonna keep this so I don't have too much rotation. So we're just rotating your head, just nice and gentle. And the reason why you want to get your lymphatic system open first, and then work away. So we're going to just step down for that, and then just go side to side, just looking side to side. And like I said, you can do this for the whole thing, should take about 30 minutes. We're going to probably do it a little bit faster because we're not going to take the steps. Okay, and then once you do that, you're going to roll your head, slide it down, come to the back, come down your chest. So you're rolling, coming down, and your lymphatic, you feel right here, there's a spot right there. So that's where you're in your gut. You go down, slide, and come down. Go all the way down, sliding your curve. And just try to get all your different, the side of your neck, get the front of your face, going down your chin, down the front. And just slide it down. Just pushing it down, go all the way around. Okay, then we're just going to start with the neck. Just slowly do the neck. And focusing on the neck. So you're going to do that, kind of open it up, and then slowly do the neck. And if you feel little spots, you may feel little spots, that's where your lymphatic might be tight or whatever. You can roll on it in a little bit, not now, but in a little bit when we do the pulsing. That's where you want to focus your pulsing. When we do the circle, that's where you're going to want to focus your circle. And then when you come back, a little spot right here the neck, you're just going to press back on that, hold for a few seconds. And then going into the pulsating. The pulsating is this. You're just gonna go around. Yeah, just pulsate. And like I said, you just kind of pulsate, and if you find any spots where it might be a little tight, they don't have a little.
What do you mean by tight? Because you can feel it.
Yeah, like there's like a balloon in there, or like fluid in there.
Being like fuzzy
Yeah,
in the skin.
in the skin.
We can feel
Put it, yeah, yeah, it feels kind of like a bruise, or you feel like a knife stabbing you with nerve pain.
Oh, look at you! Anyway, I know you were coming. I'm happy. It's a funny thing, like, you're so happy. Yeah, I like ponytail. So, I like you brought the X's. Yes. It's her spot. It's bad. Oh. She's a good student. She's an A plus in the class. She's everything that I should be. Oh, they're okay. We're okay, right? Oh, just keep pulsating. All right. So you're just pulsating around the head.
I'm gonna cut it off.
Oh, really? Is
Oh, thanks.
it?
Let me get this.
Okay. Okay, then we're gonna rotate up to our heads. Then we're gonna go to the chin, push out. What do you mean by head rock? That's the stroke. This is the upper arch stroke, which is just a long stroke. And it's just light. Uh-huh. Well, you can be light, deep, or medium, depending on what type of massage you want. But it's light right now. And then as we do it, you're gonna get deeper with each time. But right now, you're light. You're just rubbing out, just away from your. And this is like right here, it's sinuses, superior sinuses. And you're just rubbing out, following your face, going down, and just pressing down. All the way down, and then you can go up, as long as you go out. Good things. So you're pulling them away from the center. Mm-hmm. You're just pushing away, you're pushing it down and away, down and away. And then, yeah, and then when you're coming up, you just kind of push away. But the stroke is down and away. Come up and go down and away. And then you can go down. Just all the way around the spine. I mean, around the face. Sorry. It is the spine. Well, it's the same stroke that I do on the spine, so that's why I'm thinking spine all the time. But all the way down, all the way out. So we're just massaging. And once again, this is great for the sinuses. And keep an eye on where you feel any pulpiness. And then as you do it, you can go a little bit deeper, but you don't want to go too deep. Once you start going deep, you're working the muscles and you're no longer working the lymph. Now, if you're doing this for wrinkles, that's when you go deeper. If you're doing it for sinuses, you stay lighter. But for the wrinkles, you go a little bit deeper. Just depending on what your focus is. All right. Okay, now you're going to do the upper eyes with the pulsing. So you're going to do the same thing that you're doing, but this time you're pulsing out. And that's like raindrops. Sometimes you'll hear people do like the raindrops. You know, you're just. I do this a lot when I used to travel to my. Yeah, this is a good stimulator. All the way down, up onto those spots that you just upper eyes. And you've seen different versions of this on the internet, but they're all gonna have these steps.
Can you go up and down?
Yeah, as long as you're doing the way from and, because I go up and down, sometimes I go, it just really just depends. And then when you know you have an area, like some of your areas you may feel fine, but then you say, okay, like this is an area that I feel puffiness, that's where you want to hang out. You want to hang out in the areas where you're like, oh, that's where I feel,
I haven't felt any puffiness, I must be doing something wrong.
no, you just don't have any.
Puffiness.
Yeah, you just don't have,
I feel right in here.
yeah. See,
So you really can.
You can really- yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like a lump just right
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wherever you feel like that little, that's where you wanna, like, I don't feel any puffiness myself. All right. Now you're gonna do the hold. So what you're doing is there's little spots all up in here that you can feel. And you're just gonna hold and press into those spots and then release. Press into those spots and release. Press in and release. Press in and release.
Now, are you going under the bun or under the bun?
You're right in the little dent.
Under the bun?
On the bone. Like there's a little, you feel like little dents in your face, in your jawbones and stuff, and you're just gonna hold and release. Hold and release. You do that about 5 times. Hold and release. Hold and release.
So there's one. of them.
Yes, your lip nodes for your teeth. And release. And then you're gonna come here, underneath your nose, and you're actually gonna put your fingers inside a little and press. Press down and release. Press down, release. Press down and release. Press down and release. Press down, release. Press down, release. Press down and release. Press down and release. Press down, release. And then you're gonna come up here and you actually feel, if you're locked up, you'll feel it. And you're just gonna kind of press and release, press and release, press and release, press, release, press, release, press, and release. And you're gonna come up to your eyebrows. Same thing, you should feel the little spots in your eyebrows, the little bands. And you just press and release, 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 press and release. And then come here, right here, press and release, press and release, press and release, press, release, press, release, press and release, press and release, press and release. And then forehead. Finding your spot right here on the forehead, there could be some wrinkles, like some dense spots. And then release, press, and release, press 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 and release, and then come down just a little bit further, press and release, 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 and then right this center, press and release, 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 press and release. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
It's a little more open.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing to do with other brand. It's everything.
Okay, but we're not done yet. Now we got to do, we're gonna translate.
We are coming.
Okay, so now we're gonna translate into the circular motions around the eyes and the nose and mouth. And I think on here I just put the eye, but it's supposed to be eyes, nose, and mouth. So We're gonna go in a circle and you're just gonna roll your fingers just in a nice circle around the eyes. Nice and slow, slow it down. You're just slowly going around, all the way around the eye. Just nice and circle, and you're gonna do it 3 times. Just nice and circle around the eye. And you just kind of figure out how you want to do it. That's more natural for you. As long as you get all the way around the eye in a circle 3 times. Me, it's this way. Some people like to go this way and then come around and do it this way. However you do your 3 circles. Okay, then you're going to come down and then you're going to just do circles right here by the folds. And then you can also do circles right here if you knew that this part was tight. You can just do circles right there for a few seconds. And circle there for 3. Just kind of wherever you felt any tightness. Going down. And then we're coming to the lip. And we're going to do 3 times around the lip, around the chin, skin. Doing 3 times. Whatever that feels to you. You may do 5 if you're really, really stuffed up. You do 5. If you're just checking to see how you feel, you may do just. You don't want to overdo it. If you don't need it, don't do it kind of situation. But you can. All right. Once again, if you're doing it for muscles, if you're doing it to de-wrinkle yourself, you go a little bit deeper. But if you're doing it to work on your sinuses, you do more like. All right. Now we're going to change back down into the shoulders, going all the way down, neck and shoulders. And then we're going to go back up. And we're just going to follow that pattern that we did before. Ending basically our facial massage part. Just go and make sure you go to the front, make sure you go to the middle, and make sure you go to the back. All the way on each area. And then when we're done, we're going to do the ears. So you're going to take the ears, and I've heard it like fish rolling, that you're going to just roll the ear out. So you're actually rolling the skin, and you're pulling the ear out at the same time. So you're rolling the skin, you're doing like an upward roll, and you're pulling the ear at the same time. And you're just going all the way down, all the way out, all the way down. And you're just doing that. You're just rolling, pulling. Yeah, I do this all the time on planes for that reason. I also do it when I'm going scuba diving. Yeah. And roll it all the way down. This is great for like after you get out of the pool. Just roll, roll, roll. And then, yeah, when you're flying, this is my go-to for flying. And then if you're really pumped up, you go up into the inner part and circle that inner part. So if you know you got like really bad sinuses going on, go all the way into the inner and go all the way down the ear, massaging the inner side. You also should feel release in your neck. It's also should release tension in the neck. Yeah. So this is good if you get migraines, you get headaches. This is getting deep into that ear, massaging around the ear, deep in there, really helps about that. All there.
All right. Relaxing. How's everybody feeling? Yeah, you must be on it. There was one other person I was hoping was coming, so that's why I'm like checking. Okay, so the next thing we're doing is the mouth work. So this is like what I call the blow up, like you're chewing a bubble gum. So you're gonna blow into your mouth. Yeah, exactly. Pop out and move your mouth around in a circle. So you start on the left, you start on the right, and try to go all the way up into your nose. So don't go side to side. Make sure you go all the way around. This is where the timer comes in. And relax. Now you're gonna go into the fish mouth, which is you bring your mouth out, and you still try to move that air all the way around. Just gotta keep your mouth out. This is hard. So yeah, that's what I have to do. Oh my gosh, when I had my sinus problems, oh, I was coming down with this all the time. And relax.
Good luck.
Yeah. Then the last one is closed mouth, so that's where you're.
I think you make it tall.
You close your mouth as much as possible, but then you do the same thing. All right. Okay, so you can do that all again.
That's interesting.
You done that. And now we're gonna add our tongue. So you're gonna put your tongue behind your ear, like that. And then close your mouth. And then do the balloon. And relax. Now we're gonna do the fish way. Yeah. Okay, we will feel these ones sometimes, you have blood going. So now we're gonna do the fish.
With the tongue up.
On the roof of the mouth. Relax. Oh, I can feel it all in my neck.
It feels wonderful.
And then close mouth. Tongue still up. drink, one of the good recommendations for tea for this is ginger root tea. Like just take a ginger and just cut the ginger and put it in hot water. You don't have to like go get like cut a ginger and whatever size of stuff you have left after that, that ginger will kick the rest of it out. Like it will be like, whee! Okay, so now the last step, which is the red part. Now you can just do like this or like this. I think some people do it like this. I do it like that. But this is how you can hold your thumb, you can hold it like that, or you can do it like this. Like so this is where like you'll see people do it like that. So whichever way works easiest for you. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna breathe in, close it off, then breathe out really hard. Like that. Okay? So you breathe in with this nostril that you just blew out. Hold. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Yeah, you're gonna need your glasses. Breathe in. Breathe out. And just do it at your own pace. Just one breath. Breathe in. It's really bad. Really bad. Yeah. Okay, so once you've done one breath each about 10 to 5 times, then you're going to try to do it for 2 breaths. So you're going to breathe in, hold for 2 breaths, which is basically 2 seconds or 5 seconds. And then, now, if you have asthma, like you and I do, you have to be very careful because we don't need to be doing bursting, right? That much. So for us, we may stick to the 1 breath or 2 breaths and try not to go further. Now, if you don't have asthma, you can keep going. But like as you can tell, I already started. So I'm not having sinuses that need to be opened up at the moment. So I cannot continue. But if you would like to continue to practice, you're going to just breathe in, hold for 2 seconds, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, now do you want to try to do 4 breaths? Okay, because you're getting stuff out, which is good. You're like me the way I was.
I've been sick this week.
Oh, well, then this is perfect. Okay,
This
so
is my first day out.
good.
But, yeah, it's been better.
All right, okay, so we're gonna start, pick whichever nostril you want to go with. You're gonna breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe out really hard. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time, breathe in. Breathe out. All right. How are we feeling? Better?
I get one, so I'm not.
So you're good. Yeah. Do you want to go to 6 breaths?
We can go on.
No, this is you're the one that has
I'm the
the
one hanging in there.
yeah. So you're gonna do 6? I can breathe out.
Okay, it's always the opposite.
You're gonna breathe in, hold, breathe out. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Breathe in. Good. When you breathe in, and then you're gonna hold, and then you're gonna breathe out. So breathe in, hold. That means you're gonna hold that, you're gonna hold that. Yep, hold this whole pose, and then breathe out. Okay. But the key is you're closing off the passes, so all vents go out one way. Okay, so you're trying to get that air to go out one way. Okay. So you're gonna breathe in. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's the great thing is it's working. Yeah.
I just told you she's not scared. Well, I'm thinking, I think, this.
I had some of this song reading them like that.
I get sick of calling.
I used to
I'm joking.
I literally with the massage and just spray myself from head to down because I was like, you're messing with this. No.
I got it.
Oh.
I got it from my mother.
Well, yeah, the
hospitals, yeah, we're in here, I got that short-term one where it's like super sore throat.
Oh, yeah.
I put away like in 2 days.
Yeah.
I literally built a wall between us.
And I said,
I was blocking you out.
Alright. So, okay, so back to the breathing in. Hold, breathe out. Breathe in. Hold, breathe out. Breathe in. Hold, breathe out. Breathe in. Hold, breathe out. All right, sounds like you got it all. All right.
She didn't, she's in trouble.
So then what you do is when you're done with that, you're just gonna once again slide all the way down like we did before, just all the way down. Make sure you go center, make sure you go into the middle, make sure you go all the way out to the side. And you should be feeling really, really, really good. And then we're gonna bring our hands back to the back, grab that spot, push back, hold, and relax. And then you're gonna look over here at your rib, find that spot, just feel on the right side, feel any lymphatic tightness there, and we're just gonna massage right there in that tightness. Usually everybody has a little bit of lymphatic. Yes. But don't press hard. You would circle. And if it's really sore, so here's what we go through. Okay, if it hurts, we cut it, massage it down. And it's slowly work its way up to it. Because you don't want to bruise yourself or fall from it.
Just a nice little
It runs off the drain. And you should feel it on the other side. You're that it usually.
Yeah, I'm feeling it now.
Yeah.
It was there, but it's gone.
Yeah, so that means you're.
Wow. Interesting. The body's fascinating. I hate to be so ignorant. I always tell my things, and why don't they teach this in school?
Yeah.
All the things they taught us.
Like on the day when it's flu season, get us all together and be like, okay, kids,
This is how we know.
this is how we can all stay healthy this year, the rest of our life. Yeah, so the key is to do this as a checkup. You don't want to do it as much as we have done, but today we all had sinus problems, so it was good. You don't want to overwork your sinuses. You can mess it up that way. So what you basically want to do is just kind of a checkup. So you just kind of do the drip, and if you feel, like I said, you start to feel the puffiness, then you know you need to go to the next step. If you feel the puffiness, you know you need to go to the next step. Sometimes you're just like, I know. But the main thing is to keep this kind of as a checkup. Like if you know allergy season's coming up, if you know, like for me, the other day, it was when the biopressure changed, had that storm came through. It's like you will know. Yeah, so you know your triggers. Once you know your triggers, you'll know.
So this is not something you should do every day.
No, because you can hurt yourself. That's the thing with holistic that a lot of people don't realize. They go down and they think, oh, it's natural. Like, it's like, no. Yes, it's natural, but it's also, it is a form of medicine prior to, so you've got to treat it with respect. And you got to treat it with the knowledge that you know. Now, if you want to use it as a facial, like as a to get rid of your wrinkles, you can do that every day. But that means you do the deep pressure, not the light pressure. You do the deep pressure.
That doesn't tear your muscles when you do the deep pressure.
As long as you start with the slow and just do it slow. And you don't go too deep. Like you don't want to go like you're not going to do tissue. You just want to get deep enough that the skin rolls. That's what you're doing. So when the skin rolls, so see now how my skin's not rolling anymore? Then stop. So, but when you see the skin roll, and now it's not rolling, then I don't need to do it. And sometimes you only need to do it twice, sometimes, see, because you can already tell the difference. Yeah, because when you see the skin roll, like right there, the skin, so you just, and you don't want to do it too many times. 3 times, that's enough. But that's not what pressure you want. It's just enough to see the skin roll. But you don't want to do too deep. Because yeah, you can tear your.
So what are you moving? Blood?
When you're doing it deeper, you're moving the posture.
And that's when you muscle.
Mm-hmm. But you don't want to do it too deep because like y'all don't know where y'all blood vessels are. You don't know where your sinuses are. So you don't want to like injure yourself. So that's why I always say, go to when you can see the skin move. Once you can see the skin move, you've gone deep enough that you're going to actually work the muscle area. You're not going to hurt with that system, but you're not going to hurt yourself. As long as you don't do it fast, you're at this slow. And then once you start doing it on a regular basis, you know kind of like, okay, I'm going, like, this is too fast, or I can go, like, I can go. But I know the movement. Like I know how it's supposed to feel, so I can do. But yeah, you don't want to go. You don't want to hurt yourself. You have loose skin. You gotta be careful. So that's
Yeah,
why-
that was him.
so you want to.
Go away.
That's why you just want to go to the skin roll. Then you stop.
So it's pretty light.
That's almost that. See, that's on that right there. That you're doing. That's real light.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So deep. What would you hear?
Right there. That's about deep right there. That's the difference now. Because see, now your skin is like actually rolling. Because before you were feeling a little bit, but now your skin is. And you should
But
see,
you shouldn't go too heavy. See,
yeah,
lots of little things in there.
yeah,
And I don't want to hurt them. I'm not sure now.
yeah.
You might. That is my little Indian.
Yeah, you want to go out. Like you want to follow the same pattern that we did with that. It's away from, push away. You don't want to go up. You want to push away down, push away down. Way down. But you don't want to do it, like I said, you want to only do it like when you have real bad sinuses, you don't want to do it more than 5 times. When you have, when you're not doing anything, you're at 1 time, you do it 3 times. So you don't really want to do it 5 times. And you can always do it again. Like if you're getting it, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm bad. You can do the whole sequence again and start from the beginning and work your way. Yeah, because as you can tell, for some of us, the draining started immediately. We didn't really need to go through the rest of it.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's interesting what you did for the sinuses for this. But when I was in India once, someplace, they taught just the.
Yeah.
I said, yes.
Yeah.
That's how we did have loving.
right.
For balance in the body,
Yes.
which is, I do a lot. It
Yes.
helps me when I'm stressed.
Mm-hmm.
But I find that just breathing in and out,
Yeah,
and that was their thinking, get you back into center.
yeah, that's basically what you're doing, or opening up the sinuses, breathing,
Yeah.
in and out, and yes.
So their thinking was that you were bringing.
Well,
body-
that's the meridian, you're releasing, you're centering the meridian, like,
But that's what it says on the last.
yeah.
But I do it a lot, just breathing.
Mhm.
And it does help my sinuses too, but I don't love them.
No, the bloating is what you're saying.
Yeah, I too.
Yeah, but like I said, with us with the asthma or with any breathing problem, you don't want to do it too much because as soon as I did like what twice and I started coughing, it's like, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But you know, when I was real pumped up, I did it multiple times and I was fine because I wasn't able to breathe to begin with. So it really just depends on the system.
We're learning our bodies more,
Yes.
so we need to be careful.
Namaste.